What is going on, Lunatic Fringe? Why don't you hop in the back right now? I'm going to take you for a ride around the lunc ecosystem. You guys can check it out, see what's going on today, and we'll talk about whether or not we're about to continue pumping. Now, when I say continue pumping, I do mean from that crash that we had the other day. If you're one of those, I think that is never gonna pumping, that is never gonna happen, people who look at it from the long term, then yeah, you're right. It came down. It's down. It's bad. You shouldn't put money in. You shouldn't do anything. You should stay away. You should. But hey, hit the like button or the dislike button on your way in and or out or whatever it is that you do, boo. It's your world. It's your world. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, and let's go. All right, guys, before we get started, don't forget Terra Casino and Pragmatic Play are sponsoring the Multiplier Madness Mummy Mega giveaway for Terra Casino and NetEnt, and then every single one of the cryptos that you've always loved and liked, including XRP, Litecoin, Luna Classic, Luna, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, BUSD, Polygon, whatever it is that you want to use, you can use. And don't forget that all of these people out here are playing right now, and they are risking it for the biscuit right now. You're seeing $40 spins happening right now. Woo! Woo. Make sure you check it out today. All right, guys, so the main story today, about an hour ago, Leonardo came out with the new and updated, it's called Clay. That's the Ceramic Liberty. And what we're talking about right here, the CMM Ceramic White Paper requires cross-chain collateral and the ability to trade and price it. For instance, yield-bearing stablecoins, Bitcoin, BNB, etc. Clay will be a cross-chain and prove that cross-chain collateral is possible. Clay will confirm that the CMM can be built at an L2 level. Clay is a cross-chain launch, so it will be launched simultaneously on Terra Classic and BSC with bridging that will prove that the bridge tech from the CMM yield-bearing tokens will work. Clay will be adding more chains. Clay will create demand immediately on Terra Classic by being paired with USTC. Ceramic shared a little of this history today. I've been doing open source development and advising dApp since 2018. A lot of projects use my code but don't know how to support my work, so I got inspired by the Trump meme coin. I figured if people can support Trump by buying his coin, that can work for me too. Ceramic is a humble man, not as humble as me. In the past 3,000 years, no man on the planet has and will ever reach my level of humility, ever. Be prepared for March 1 or watch either way. Hope you have a nice day. And this really just kind of an update here as to what is going on. Now, we're talking about some of these. This is going to be the tokenomics. And remember, excuse me, this is going to be Clay. 1 million Clay are going to be available. $10 for 1,000 Clay at launch. $1,000 initial Clay UST liquidity. 30% of Clay to liquidity over 7 days. So there is a plan here, and we're looking at it, and this is just another another opportunity. Let's just say. I would recommend, of course, that we look at this and find out, like, how does this thing actually work? What is this? On every level. We'll need to dig in and give you an answer for that. We'll do that very, very shortly. On Commonwealth, there's a proposal up, hasn't made governance yet, but the proposal is to remove the 0.5% tax in favor of a flat rate of 50-cent transactional gas fee on all transactions. No. And I'm not saying that somebody doesn't have a valid plan, but look, you're doing it on a percentage basis right now. That percentage basis is less than 50%, I want to say, or 50 cents, I want to say. If you're saying raise the taxes, we just went through raise the taxes, and nobody wants to do that. So finding a different way to say this is just the different way to say raise the tax. That's not gonna. So and in fact, if you make a $10 transaction or something like that, then you're paying over 5% every single time. It's just silly. You would not do that. So I think this one's going to be dead on arrival. And then there's some discussion over here about acknowledging blockchain revivers, incentivizing burn tax adoption through reward mechanism. When these things come to governance, then we'll be talking about them. Right now, we're just kind of throwing some proposals out there to see what happens. As far as meme coins go, you can see here the bag got a little heavier over the last couple of days. What is it? Well, basically, lunc started to pump, went from 406 to 407, which is, 12, 13, 14% increase, which, makes the bag a little bit heftier. But Garuda X had a big move, 8% just yesterday, up to 177 for that little $25 bag. Food at 161 off of its move. So we've had a little bit of a revival over here. Juris, Cat with Hat, Boys, they've all had that come down moment. Lunc, Pepe, and Hera, Cookie, all of them kind of struggling a little bit to find their way, looking for that reversal. We still haven't seen it in the broader market, and I will explain that to you in just a moment as well. But we're getting a nice little revival, a nice little pump here. So maybe, just maybe, now it's 1600 exactly. You saw it live on screen as it went up. So we'll keep you posted on this one. Just watch in the bag to see what happens. If you want to trade those meme coins, Terra.finance is the place to go. Attach your wallet over here. Join in. We are also earning. We're yielding. Well, we got a yield farm, or I'm sorry, not a yield farm, but we got a staking going on right now. We got 4 days left in it, earning a few more Terra along the way. We're now up to 11,000. Remember, when we started this, we had 0 Terra. Now we're just slowly but surely accumulating a little bit more. Now, as far as the chart goes, should be very, very easy. We're on a day chart right now, and I circled over here, said that, the breakout's going to happen to the top of the range. And guess what? The breakout is happening to the top of the range. You can see it right here, breaking down. It came to the, this is our resistance level right here, or our support level, if you will. Moving out here, you can see this has been one of those long-term sort of lines. So stands to reason it's going to do the same thing. So what did we get? We got that. Now, you might be able to, if you're looking like me and you're always looking for a different angle, well, we've also done this right here. So if you take this out and you look at it from this context, you're still, you're in it. That's a downward trajectory. You don't like seeing that, but you do like to see when it breaks out, because eventually this thing breaks out across the top. Now, if we just kind of zoom this out here, kind of throw it around, say, so the next move, we had this little dump here. Now we're breaking our way up with, maybe over the next couple days come up here into this range right here. Then you get that question of what's going to happen next. Are we coming down, or are we going to break out and then make our way back up, stopping off here and here, etc., on our way to the new all-time high? Well, the last scenario of going up is way more viable right now than going down. And the reason for that is the market conditions. The market conditions continue to be fairly favorable overall for crypto. Now, when I say that, let's put some caveats on it. Total DeFi has been bleeding for a little while. Total market has been dumping just a little bit. But let's kind of zoom out and look at it from this context. Now, this is the total market cap, and you can see, by the way, this right here, I didn't do this. Like, this just happened to wick down. We had done this before, and we said that, it's kind of an expanding channel here. Came down, wicked to it, immediately got bought back up, and now it looks like we're heading back to the top. Now, the top would be about $500 billion being added into the market cap. So there's a distinct possibility of a really big move coming for a lot of assets. Now, of course, it would have to be led by Bitcoin. I've got some conspiracy theories laid out about what's going on with Bitcoin right now, because what is happening doesn't make any sense. So I did do some research and found out something very, very, very interesting, and it's about OTC crypto, and not very much remains OTC. So we are about to experience a huge move from Bitcoin, and it is coming very, very soon. It is at this point almost inevitable. So I do think that move right there will go to completion. We'll get a big move up into here, 3.5, 3.6. And then, of course, I think it continues from there all the way up into the 6 trillion category. I think that we are on the precipice right now of that. By the way, this does not mean that we're not going to have some downward pressure or momentum at any point. It just means that overall, we are in that zone where it is almost time for something really big to happen. Follow me on my lives if you want to, and that kind of helps you navigate, get an idea of what's going on there. But back to Luna Classic. So we saw that happen. Now, what we didn't expect to happen, which did happen, which is actually very, very good. And by the way, if we were to look at this and use the same sort of context over here, then let's start right there at the top of that, and let's come down here, and guess what? This is perfectly playing out all the way down. We've got this perfect channel playing out. If we caught that bottom and we bought right there, and boom, we're probably up. What is the percentage here? Do you want to say about 80? Let's see. It's about 62. I wasn't even close. All right, so we're about 62% from that bottom over there, but you can see, like, in the event that this move would just play its way out, let's on January 25th, Cryptonomy kicked off a private sale for its own cryptocurrency, and it was sold out in a matter of minutes. But they also received a promise of another offer from a major investment firm in the TradFi sector to acquire part of the business. This could be a game changer for Cryptonomy. With the market still down, investing in Cryptonomy interest accounts right now could greatly affect your ability to earn profit and significantly multiply your assets. The public pre-sale of Cryptonomy is going to be announced very soon, and combined with the latest developments, it's likely going to see a fast demand and strong early earnings in this listing phase. The merger with a major financial player is also going to further boost Cryptonomy's infrastructure and influence, setting the stage for an explosive growth. Now, for those of you wondering, I did make a new deposit. I'm going to choose on this round. We're going to do a 9-month sponsorship right here for Ondo. I'm going to put in 10,500 Ondo in this 9-month stake. Yield return on this is 91.8. But folks, the place where the earnings are held. Look at Chainaware, a 1,000x for Cryptonomy.finance. And if you had a stake in the launch pool, then you received rewards for that too. Look at Creator Bid at 6x. There's a lot of money being made right now. Sign up at Cryptonomy.finance today. Close that out because that did not play out. And so the move would be up here to the top of this range here at about the 3-cent spot. So there's a big move coming, or potentially a big move coming for USTC going forward. I would think, like I really, I think that this thing is going to fulfill the channel. Might take a little bit longer than what I'm pointing out right here. Just because I'm saying it, plays out this way doesn't mean that it's not going to take a little while to come over here. As you can see here, there's always some sentiment that changes along the way or something like that. So ultimately, I think we see this thing play out all the way up here to the top of this range. That's about from the bottom to the top on this move. That is 230%, which is a pretty big move from where it is right now, about 111%. So it might be some easy money if you were in the market for easy money. Now, if it comes out of your lunc bag, I wouldn't do that. But if you have capital on the side, there is a possibility of a long-term move back to the top of this range. So you are not yet even to the heart line of this move. So you're a little closer than I would like. This wouldn't be my entry. My entry would be down here just a little bit more. But you never know what's going to happen. So maybe, just maybe, you're going to get that playing out. Also, volume down a little bit more, but market cap up. We do want to see that. Same thing over here, market cap, but volume down 17%. However, 33 million, that's a little bit better than it was. It's actually beating lunc for the day, and there's a reason for that. And there might be something big going on. The reason that I'm saying that is because this just popped up a few hours ago. USTC staking, flexible staking right now on Binance Global is at 18.77%, which means that something is going on, right? That means that there might even be some Binance working hard in the background to do something with USTC and lunc, because if we remember, they are a giant holder of supply. When you come over here, top wallet, this is USTC, by the way. They're holding 2.4 billion in their hot wallet. They're responsible right now on supply basis for a majority of what's in the market on both of the projects. So if we're looking for a move or something interesting to happen, it would be interesting and obvious at this point coming from Binance to see something go on. Now, don't forget, we're still trying to use governance here to put that 1.8 billion LFG, get that out of the flow permanently, and then deal with this 290 million that Terraform Labs never deleted, and this 58 million down here that Terraform Labs, which we know that those are solid wallets, but we're going to have to do governance proposals to get rid of those. So there might be some people gearing up for what they consider a really big move coming up soon, and that's why you're looking at this flexible interest. So who knows, but there we are. Now as well, 14 million lunc was burned just a few hours ago, 1.5 million a few hours ago. Terra Casino did their weekly 1 million burn. Burn tracker here shows daily wallet burn 7, and you say, wait, 7? Wait, what's going on? Well, guess what? We have leveled off on burns until today. We went to the weekend, didn't burn very much at all. Volume went way down, but we're getting a little bit of a spike today, but not a huge spike, little spike today. But look at this right now. USTC supply went down by 1 million on Saturday, went down 353 on Sunday, and today 68,000 so far. Now, when we start to break this out, I mean, we've had big days here where we burned 264 million on November 4. And we had one over here where we burned 726. Now, other than that, it's been kind of flatlining, right? That's usually some activity. Well, this actually ends up being, for the week of February 3rd, a much bigger burn than we've had going through the past little while. And it begs the question, like, is there something in the works? And on the daily, I don't know that to be the case. It's nice to see these big burns starting to happen, but when we say big burns, it's all perspective. That million right there, remember, I just showed you a lot more burning than what we're talking about right here. So when we look at this from that context, not a whole lot, but at least we're seeing something more than these 20, 30,000 up to 92,000 that we had on some of these days. Just not a lot burning until just the last little while. So hopefully we'll have a continuation of that. And that is your update. So to summarize here, Leonardo and Ceramic are working on something. It's called the Clay token, it would appear, and somehow or another that is an L2 designed to help burn Luna Classic. When we get more into this, we'll let you know. We'll give you the details as they start to prop up. Also, a lot more burning of USTC happening over the last couple days while Luna Classic has not been burning. We've also got Binance now offering 18.77% flexible yield on staking, which that's pretty significant. So I think that something is happening here. I think we're going to see it start to play out. I think really basically, here's what I think. I think the altcoin season is getting ready to start, and everybody's just putting themselves in position for that. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And remember, this is not financial advice, but I'm always right.